Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
The following program is rated TVMA for mature audiences only. I tried to tell them not to curse, but it happens.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
What's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy Dan the Statement, and this is your Friday Night Smackdown review for March the 7th, 2025. And all I really got to say about this night was, why? Why 3 hours for this garbage? It was garbage. Only a few good things happened. The listed matches and segments for tonight were Tiffany versus Piper, Jimmy versus Drew, LA Knight versus Nakamura for the U.S. belt, Chelsea Green versus Mi Chen in a hardcore match for the women's title, Solo versus Braun. We were saying that we would hear from Cody and Bianca, and a triple threat match, tag team match for the #1 contendership for the belts. Because after next week, we don't know if it's going to be DIY or the Street Profits. They opened up the show, showing all the wrestlers come in. They showed Drew attacked Damien backstage, and then they started going through what happened at the Elimination Chamber. Yeah. Okay. This is probably one of the most historic things ever to happen in wrestling. One of, not the, one of. And we'll talk about that on a later date. Randy Orton opened the show tonight, which I was happy to see him. He came out in his ring gear. I was like, ooh, we might get a Kevin Owens and Randy Orton thing tonight. That didn't happen. But he did take shots at Cena. Called him a rock's bottom. Yes, and then he said, kind of gives a new meaning to the word of the move rock bottom, which I was like, okay. Then he goes towards Kevin Owens, and he's talked about him hitting the power drive, which is an illegal move, always has been in WWE since he's been there. Tried to end these things. He said that he was one time one of his best friends in the company, and something happened on Saturday. He started getting that feeling, and it felt fucking amazing to him. He started hearing the voices, and he liked what they said, and they were saying, punt this guy in the head. I love that. Basically said that KO's jealous. And he's jealous of Sammy's career because Sammy is in a higher tier than him. Said that he's jealous of Cody and the belt. He's jealous of everyone, which he has no reason to be. He's main evented 2 WrestleManias, and anyone that tells you in the back, you ask them what is their major goal when they come here, is to be a world champion. And Kevin Owens has done that. He also had one of the best main events in WrestleMania. He got to face one of the most charismatic and lovable people in the business, Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's not wrong. He's not wrong with that at all. And then he basically said, he goes, I'm going to show Pat McAfee that there's more than one star punter in the WWE. We're getting Randy Crash out, and I'm happy about it. Aldis didn't make a match for Tiffy and Piper. It was an okay match. Tiffy got the win with the perfect moonsault, which I still think EO's is better. And then, Charlotte attacks Tiffy right after. Knew that was coming. The Transformer came out. That fucking Decepticon. Oh, man. Next, we got the triple threat tag team match for the #1 contenders with Pretty Deadly, Motor City Machine Guns, and Los Garza. And I'm going to tell you right now, I thought they were going to give it to Motor City. But no. It was a decent match, and they gave it to Pretty Deadly. No pops. No pop at all. Belair got to come out, and she did a promo. and she basically said she needs answers. She knows she should be happy about her WrestleMania main event. She needs to be focused on that, but she's not. She's got two friends. One in Jade, and two, Naomi, when Naomi stepped up and helped her with not relinquishing the tag belts, and then they became best friends. Best friends. Talk about my best friend. And, sorry, I'm being loopy. But she needed answers. Naomi comes out. Both of them are wearing black, to be honest with you. They look like they're going to a funeral. Naomi with a neck brace still on, still keeping kayfabe alive. She was at the premiere this week. I think it was last Friday for the new wrestling movie that's coming out with what's her name from Arrow. And I think there's Camilla's in it. There's a bunch of girls in it from wrestling. Queens of the South, not Queen of the South, Queens of Wrestling, something like that. I need to go watch it. I'm planning to take my fiance so that way she can. It's a woman movie. She'll love it. Well, basically Naomi finally said, "Yeah, I did it. I did it for you, BB. I did it for you. I did it for The Rock." So that's the vibe I was getting from it. I did it for you. I did it for me. I did it for the people, you know. But Bianca said she don't know what to think right now. She goes to leave. And then was like, "Don't you leave." She turned around. She goes, "Don't touch me." She goes, "I don't know what to think anymore." And then once she's saying that, she's holding it up perfectly. What is that? Pointing at her side. "I don't want to touch you right now." Gets out of the ring, walks up. Naomi keeps on, and then Naomi calls her a bitch or whatever. And then Jade's SUV pulls up on the TV, the Tron behind her. Jade gets out wearing all white and blood splatter. Fucking amazing look. She's a beautiful woman, and she's very toned. She was in a one-piece bodysuit, and she came out there, and she whooped. She came out. She looked at Bianca, and Bianca's like, "Do what you got to do." And Bianca turned around and walked away, and Jade just kept coming to the ring, and she whooped that ass. Naomi's ass. She whooped that ass. Next, we had Braun versus Solo. It ended in a DQ because Tama Tonga came in and started being it. Braun started getting the best of them, and then Jacob's music hit. He come out. They brawled around the arena. Then they got outside into the crowd. They got on the production crates, and Braun choke slammed him through 2 tables. And Jacob no-sold it, got up, and they split him apart. I'm down for this. Next, we got a vignette of Cody going to meet with Lex Luthor and Diamond Dallas Page to tell Lex that he has been inducted into the WWE's Class of 2025 Hall of Fame. I'm not a big fan of Lex. I was when I was younger, of course. It's due. It's a good idea. It's valid. It's a valid inductee. It is. Next, we got a Chelsea Green versus Mia Chen, and Chelsea Green comes out wearing her ring gear that looks like Cactus Jack. A nod to old Mick Foley. I loved it. I thought it looked great. Even her boots down to the thing was Cactus Jack. You know, Mick Foley was at home smiling his ass off. I loved it. The crowd loved it. Mia Chen came out. They were in Philly. She was wearing a Philly jersey. And Mia Chen was getting the best of Chelsea, and then a hooded figure hit her up, threw Mia Chen back in the ring. Chelsea covered 1, 2, 3. Comes to find out it's Abba Fire. And she saluted Chelsea Green. So it looks like Chelsea now has a second Chelsea security guard, and she's got her own faction. I'm okay with this. I'm okay. I think Chelsea's a great talent. If you don't like Chelsea, go back and look up Lucha Underground, some of her matches, and the one that she did she did 2 with Penta. You will have a newfound respect for Chelsea. She's an amazing performer. To me, she's a national treasure. Cody did a promo. It's time for him to come out. And Cody, Yeah. I agree, Bobby. I agree. He came out. Dwayne away in my soul. He didn't do the whoa. When he came up to the ring, he didn't to the stairs. Nothing. Came in, put the belt on the ground, and cut a very lackluster promo. The very last sentence he said was, you want some, come get some. Talking about John Cena. And to me, this promo was very empty-hearted. Didn't mean anything. Very lackluster. I'm a fan of Cody. I like Cody. I like Cody when he is chasing something. When he has ops. He does have an ops. He's got Cena and Rock, but we don't know how that looks yet. So I can't really say that I like this storyline yet because it just started. And Cody hasn't. If this is based on Cody trying to sell this feud and sell WrestleMania, he can't do it. He can't do it. He can't build this by himself. There's very few people that could build a whole thing by themselves, a program where the other one's gone. Cena could do it. Cena's not going to be there. The Rock, he's not going to be there. So you got Cody. So who are they going to... I think there's a third. There's got to be a third person that's going to basically make it hard for Cody to do anything. And I'm waiting on it. And Cody was sporting a shiner and scratches on his head. We'll see where it goes. I'm going to let it marinate. Not let it cook. I'm going to let it marinate because I don't know what to do with that. Next we were told that we will be getting Mello and Miz were in the back talking to Aldis, and Miz wants to do a Mello's Don't Miz TV. He said he don't know that. He goes, but he would like to do it to ask Cody why did he fumble on the 1 yard line. He had everything, and he fumbled the ball. Speaking of, here comes Randy. Well, Mello said something about, why does everyone care about one person when he just, comes back after 4 weeks of playing Fortnite, and you hear, hey, and it's Randy. Goes, Fortnite's for kids. I was playing Elder Ring. Bravo, Randy. Bravo. And then, basically, Aldis says next week in Barcelona, it will be Randy Orton versus Mello. Low-key banger. It's going to be a low-key banger. But also, we know KO's coming. He's coming to fuck some people up. Next, we had Jimmy versus Drew. It was a nice match. It was a decent match. Jimmy has defeated Drew in the last time he was in the ring with him. And then Drew was just trying to get his win back, and he did. He got it. It was a small little fight. But after the match, Damian did attack Drew. And now I'm on board. I want to see this. I want to see this feud. I want to see this match at WrestleMania. I really do. Then to end the show, we got Shinsuke Nakamura, the United States Champion, versus LA Knight Moore. I'm not a big LA Knight fan. It was a decent match. There was some here and there. I like that Nakamura is doing the red mist instead of a green mist or a black mist. But he got Charles Robinson, the referee. He spit in his face after he went to go to get LA, and LA ducked. Little Nate's got sprayed in the face. And then LA Knight tried to do a cover. No one was there. They come back and forth. They're fighting. Finally, LA Knight was on the receiving end of a beautiful move I haven't seen since back in the day in New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's like the Scorpion something. I can't remember the name of it. It was a Scorpion something. Basically, Nakamura just did like a wheel kick up and then came back on the back and neck of LA Knight. He went to go grab a chair. Went to go hit LA. LA kicked it out of his hand. Gave him a BFT, blunt force trauma, on top of the chair. Slid the chair out. Went to go cover him. Another ref came out. 1, 2, 3. We have a new United States champion in LA Knight. 2-time. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the match. I wasn't a fan of LA Knight winning. I thought maybe Jimmy should win. Down the road, then we'll have a match because they've been teasing that. Right now, Jimmy has nobody. Roman's been going on Raw most of the time. Jay's on Raw. His entire family is on Raw besides Solo and Jacob. And he is nowhere near that faction. So, what's Jimmy going to do? We don't know yet. But I will tell you, this is probably the worst SmackDown. And I was expecting a lot. I enjoyed the Jade. I really enjoyed the Jade, Naomi, and Bianca little thing. I enjoyed Chelsea Green. The tag team match was okay. I enjoyed Randy's promo. Jimmy and Drew's match was decent, but everything else on the show just felt flat. I mean, 3 hours of nothing. We were supposed to get something nice, something big, right? Cody's back. This is the first time we see Cody. You would figure we would get Rock or Cena on the Tron, something. We got nothing. No progression of the story besides Cody Rhodes saying, come get some. You want some? Come get some. This SmackDown sucked. And I'm sorry that comes across this as a negative thing. I expected more after the Raw that we got. After the Elimination Chamber, after the Raw, and then SmackDown flat. So I hope they change some patterns that are going, and hope we get some new stuff. Other than that, I was just not there. I was really I could talk about this forever, but
2 hours later.
Thanks. Exactly. So that's my wrap up. Thank you guys for coming and watching the videos. Thank you for showing the lives, going on the social medias, liking all the little shorts that we've been doing. Soon our format will be changing. I will be doing 2 live broadcasts a week, most likely Mondays and Fridays during Raw. It'd be a live watch along. Unfortunately, I won't be able to put it on the video on YouTube of what I'm watching, but hopefully I'll have a guest and we'll just sit there and talk wrestling as we watch wrestling. We might still do the video part. I'm not sure. We're still going with the new format and seeing how we're doing. Loving the likes, the comments, the subscribes, the following on the social medias, and also the attendance with the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast. Guys, you guys have come out week in, week out, and our numbers are so great on that, and I appreciate every single one of you for doing that. So, as always, be good people, and remember that, I guess the only thing you can do to make SmackDown more enjoyable is
Smoke weed every day.
Be good people. Fuck.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh.